Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday Belmont Stakes Day edition of Thoroughbred Action. Jason Blewett joining you again from Gulfstream Park. Hope you had a fantastic Belmont Stakes Day. We have got a lot of ground to cover on the show tonight. In fact, a dozen races, one for each Triple Crown winner going into the card. Pete Aiello coming your way with track conditions and weather.
Action-packed Saturday afternoon here at Gulfstream Park. Belmont Stakes Saturday with a fast main track and a firm turf course. We had some rain in the afternoon. The turf would go to good midway through the card. First of the day over the main track at 6.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $10,000. Scratch number 7, Sub Factum. The favorites were 5, Cuchito, and 8, Talking Point.
Racing at Gulfstream. Great start in the center for Cuchito, who fires to the front, down to the inside. Nation USA away in second. The favorite Talking Point finds his feet and moves up on the outside to challenge for the lead. Away racing in fourth is Storybook Secret. Then it's a trio comprised of Zaroma, Latin Lover, and Tom's Choo Choo. Out the back door early is Ask the Air. Down the backstretch they go. Cuchito and Relu Gutierrez with the advantage, a half a length. Toward the rail, Nation USA is second. Talking Point gets the spot he wants, tracking the leaders well third. Back to fourth, Storybook Secret, 3 wide Zaroma. Latin Lover is at the rail, a length and a half in front of Tom's Choo Choo, and still the trailer, Ask the Air. The opening quarter very slow, 23-3, less than 3 furlongs to go. Cuchito getting everything his own way at the 5/16, leads the way by a length. Talking Point is second, winding it up from the back is Latin Lover, working into the clear for Jaramillo. Far outside, that's Zaroma as they start to take closer order with a quarter of a mile left to go. Cuchito comes under pressure and has not much of a reply as up on the outside, Latin Lover sweeps to the lead from Talking Point, who tries to stay on second. Nation USA is next with Zaroma. Final 16th of a mile, it's Latin Lover at 6-1 with the advantage, and Latin Lover and Misael Jaramillo to win the Saturday opener by 2.5 lengths. It's Zaroma second, Talking Point third, and running on fourth was Ask the Air.
Upset winner to start the afternoon, number 1, Latin Lover, parlays a good trip to a victory here in today's first race under jockey Misael Jaramillo for Igual Racing and Alexis Delgado. 6, Zaroma was second ahead of the 8, Talking Point, who ran third. We move now to the second race of the day and lead off the early pick 4 on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for $10,000. Favorite was the 10, Too Stormy.
And they're off. From the rail, Ready with Honor gets the first call. Coco is Loco, quickly up to challenge. Mota Tan in the lime colors has taken a strong hold of the bit and races third down toward the inside. Too Stormy is 3 wide. Uncle Pepe between horses. Then it's a length and a half back to Tracking Stock and Cousin Tino on his outside. The 3 at the back are Stay and Cruise, Mosca, and Offshore Trip. Around the first turn they go. Francisco Masonette and Ready with Honor set the pace and have inside position. 3 wide is Too Stormy. From between horses is Coco is Loco. Mota Tan gets the good spot early from Lionel Reyes, 4th behind the speed, working a length better than Uncle Pepe. Then Cousin Tino and Tracking Stock. Stay and Cruise in Moscow with Offshore Trip at the back of the group through the opening quarter mile in 24-1. Down the backstretch they run, and with the advantage, Ready with Honor, Coco is Loco on the outside second. Too Stormy is settled a bit better now for Miguel Vasquez, and it's third. About 2.5 lengths off the lead, Mota Tan follows along fourth, looking for racing room. Back fifth is Uncle Pepe, then Tracking Stock and Cousin Tino, racing ahead of Mosca. Offshore Trip and Stay and Cruise at the back as they round the far turn. 47-3 for the opening half-mile speed. Coco is Loco has come away with the lead. Too Stormy to the attack now second. From between horses, Mota Tan tries to run home. Tracking Stock getting into the clear to launch an attack, and they're at the top of the stretch. Coco is Loco has inside position. Too Stormy set down on the outside second. 3 back to Tracking Stock, Mota Tan and Uncle Pepe, as Too Stormy is now overhauled. Coco is Loco. Mota Tan and Tracking Stock late on the scene. To the wire, Too Stormy is the winner. Too Stormy won by 2.5. Coco is Loco is second. Tracking Stock third. Mota Tan finished fourth.
10, Too Stormy delivers as the public pick in today's second race under an aggressive ride from Miguel Vasquez for trainer Ron Spatz and owner Robert Webster. 4, Coco is Loco second ahead of the 3, Tracking Stock, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you 2-year-olds right after this.
Welcome to my playground. To my playground. To my playground. You wanna play nice, here we go. To my playground.
Back now for race number 3 on the program. 2-year-olds take center stage. They travel 4.5 furlongs to the first finish line. Scratch number 5, It's My Lucky Charm. A field of 6. Favorites included 1, She's Unbridled, and 7, Poshia.
And they're off. Very good start from the inside. She's Unbridled hits the ground running with long shot By Golly Miss Dolly up to challenge in second. Zoe My Love is out of there third in a good spot behind the dueling top 2. Then it's a gap of 2 to Porsche ahead of Paso a la Arena, and Miss Hart is last of all as they fly around the far turn. With the advantage, She's Unbridled leads by a half a length. By Golly Miss Dolly on the outside is second. Zoe My Love is third, taking some kickback but still in the tracking position, 3 better than Paso a la Arena, who's rallying inside of Porsche, who's not offering much of a reply. At the back is Miss Hart, and up front, By Golly Miss Dolly takes the lead. It's By Golly Miss Dolly and Abby Medina off the turn with the lead. Zoe My Love set to the attack from the outside in Paso a la Arena with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Medina gets serious, and By Golly Miss Dolly has a winning lead. She's 9-1. She's By Golly Miss Dolly for Collazo and Medina to win it by 3 in the end. Paso a la Arena second. She's Unbridled third. Zoe My Love finished fourth.
Upset price in today's third race. The long shots are on 1-2 with number 6, By Golly Miss Dolly, coming away with the victory at 9-1 under Abby Medina for Henry Collazo and Galloping Go Company. Second, number 4, Paso a la Arena, ahead of the 1, She's Unbridled, who ran third. To the fourth race now on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for $10,000. Scratch the 4, August Lily, a field of 10. Off-time favorites included 3, Tauna, and 7, Storm and Charlotte.
And they're off. Great start for Storm and Charlotte in the center, who heads right to the early lead. Moving up toward the inside, that's Bar Libre to show some speed, although she had to tap on the brakes. Things getting tight for a couple of them as Tuna now moves to the outside and takes over second. Storm and Charlotte's in front. Tuna is second down at the inside. That's Bar Libre in third. The gray, La Montagne, is now following along fourth. Then it's a length and a half back toward the inside to Mojo's Queen, who settles fifth, a neck in front of La Pantalones Fancy. College Holly is mid-flight and about 6 lengths off the pace setter. On her outside goes Swapple ahead of Vineyard Nina, and no speed from Felina's Song, who's last of all through a 24-1 opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Storm and Charlotte has the lead by a neck. Tuna on the outside is now second. Toward the inside third, that's Bar Libre. She's 2.5 lengths behind. La Montagne is next. La Pantalones Fancy 3 wide. College Holly has room at the rail to work inside of Mojo's Queen, who's 2 in front of Swapple. Then Vineyard Nina and Felina's Song. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Tauna now up to take the lead. Fighting back second is Storm and Charlotte. Bar Libre's third. La Pantalones Fancy, the veteran, is fourth under La Violette, about 4 lengths behind. Then comes Mojo's Queen. College Holly is backed away, and they're at the top of the stretch. Tauna has worked hard to get the lead for Juarez, but she has it now off the turn. Leads by a length. Bar Libre taking up the slack second. La Pantalones Fancy swung to the center to punch home. Far outside, Vineyard Nina begins to roll home. This is all cavalry charge with 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Bar Libre in front. La Pantalones Fancy. Swapple shaking free. Bar Libre still there. Bar Libre and Lionel Reyes lead the charge to the wire. La Pantalones Fancy second. Swapple was third and 1:30-3.
Number 1, Bar Libre leads a cavalry charge to the finish in today's fourth race. She's proven game at this level over the last couple of months. She registers another victory under Lionel Reyes for owner-trainer Angel Quiroz. Second, number 5, La Pantalones Fancy, ahead of the 11 Swapple, who closed ground to get up for third. The fifth race of the afternoon was a first finish line race, and it was the leadoff leg of the middle pick 4. Claimers at a mile and a 16th, and for $6,250. Abby Medina rides number 4, Gatsby Tavern. Favorites were 1, Peace Points, 7, Mr. Sultana, and 8, San Filippo.
And they're off. San Filippo off slowly. Good start for Imperial Warrior, who fires right to the front. Up on the inside, Peace Points will have to angle off the flank of him to move up to challenge. Now in between horses, Starship Apache moves up. So Starship Apache will take the lead in the run around the first turn. Up into second is Jaden's Best. Mr. Sultana 3 wide, while third. Imperial Warrior backs off to be fourth in a good spot. 3 better than Peace Points, and then Gadsby Tavern and Ned Divine. Second last is Sandbrook Edge, and with no interest early, the trailer, San Filippo. They roll into the backstretch, strung out over a lot of ground, and with the lead, it's Starship Apache in front by a neck. Jaden's Best on the outside second, Mr. Sultana 3 wide third. Imperial Warrior's got a box seat and loves life early. He's fourth behind the speed. A gap of 5 to Peace Points, 4 more to Ned Divine, then Sandbrook Edge. 2 back to Gadsby Tavern, and San Filippo trying to get something started. He's out of last, but Gadsby Tavern is now last, and he's better than 15 off the lead as they race to the first finish line, less than half a mile to run. With the advantage, up on the outside, Jaden's Best for a narrow lead. Starship Apache fighting back second. Racing third is Imperial Warrior. Sandbrook Edge is catching the eye. He's riding the rail for Jeffrey Sanchez. He's only 4 lengths off the lead. 3 back to San Filippo, getting around Ned Divine and Gadsby Tavern far back as they race to the first wire. With the lead, it's Jaden's Best. Veteran has the lead 2.5. Peace Points is up to second toward the rail. Gadsby Tavern third. San Filippo far outside. He's 6 wide off the turn, trying to run home. And they're at the top of the stretch. With the lead, it's still Jaden's Best, a length and a half. Sandbrook Edge coming on second down the outside. San Filippo with a late surge in deep stretch. It's going to be Sandbrook Edge or San Filippo. Sandbrook Edge gets the lead, and Sandbrook Edge will win it. San Filippo was second. Third was Jaden's Best.
Number 5, Sandbrook Edge, looked like the one you wanted to be on going around the far turn as he was moving well and had inside position, whereas the runner-up, 8, San Filippo, was 5 wide on the far turn. Sandbrook Edge gets the money under jockey Jeffrey Sanchez for Howard Mills and Juan Cintron Jr. Second, 8, San Filippo, ahead of the 6, Jaden's Best, who ran third. We move now to race number 6 of the afternoon on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for $10,000. Rider change on 9, Kings Creek to Luis Quinones. Favorites were 2, Hardened, and 6, Crown to the Gold.
And they're off. From the outside, Charzam wins the break with Hardened moving up down at the inside. Menahune trying to save some forward position in the charge to the first turn. Sonata's moved over from his mid-flight position to drop over to the rail and race 3 lengths off the lead. Then back at the fence goes Fast Fact. He's a bit headstrong while racing 7 lengths off the pace setter, a length better than Little Christian. Then comes Cold as Ice. The gray is settled toward the rail, a neck in front of Kings Creek. Crown to the Gold, the favorite is second last, and 2 lengths to the trailer, Wild Force, as they bend into the backstretch. Charzam allowed to settle up top under Marcos Meneses with a lead, a length and a quarter. Menahune is second. Up on the outside, that's Hardened, who's now third. It's a gap of 2 to Sanad, who follows along fourth. Trey's Midnight Moon is fifth. Then it's a length and a half back to the team of Little Christian and Fast Fact. They're in stride, about 8 lengths off the lead, ahead of Cold as Ice. Now moving up toward the rail, Crown to the Gold, 3 wide Kings Creek, and 4 to Wild Force. Inside half a mile from home, 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. The half mile was 47 seconds flat. Charzam trying to stretch him out here as they round the far turn. Up into second, Trey's Midnight Moon. Harden is back to third. 3 lengths more to Menahune. Crown to the Gold's going to have to wheel 4 or 5 wide. Just inside of him will be Fast Fact and Sanad, and they're at the top of the stretch. Charzam's been in front from the outset. Meneses goes to work. He has Trey's Midnight Moon to deal with on the outside. Trey's Midnight Moon now collars the leader. Crown to the Gold, charging when it matters, and Crown to the Gold has a shot at Trey's Midnight Moon, who's shifting ground a bit. Here's Crown to the Gold from way back to win going away. Second, Trey's Midnight Moon. Third was Hardened. Fourth was Sanad in 1:30 flat.
Good ride here from off the speed by jockey Sammy Camacho as he powers number 6, Crown to the Gold, from far back for a score. The trainer Reed Nagel, who's having a solid summer season. Big Lick Farm, the winning owner. Crown to the Gold delivers here today. Second, number 8, Trey's Midnight Moon, ahead of the 2, Hardened, who ran third. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, the Rainbow Six sequence. More than $500,000 up for grabs right after this.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program, the leadoff leg of today's Rainbow Six on the main track at 1 mile. Claimers in for $6,250. Field of 11 signed on. The favorites included 3, Appealing Lalibela, and 7, Optimistic Shot.
And they're off. From the outside, that's Zarabanda, who's one of the first to begin. Sent hard between horses is Grace B, and Optimistic Shot won't be far away. In fact, Optimistic Shot will land about 4th as they run out of the chute. It's Grace B on the outside, Zarabanda, and from between horses, Luz Estrella. These 3 across the course. They've gone 3 better than Appealing Lalibela. Then comes Trini Pleasure. Mid-flight now, Optimistic Shot ahead of Everyday Ice and Misty Phyllis. Out wide, Princess of Judah. Then it's a gap of 2 to Peaceful Warrior Girl, and farther back to the trailer, Flamenco Tiger. 23-3 for the opening quarter speed. It's jockey Kevin Carmona and Grace B on top, a length and a half. Luz Estrella is second, Trini Pleasure is third, Zarabanda fourth. Appealing Lalibela follows along fifth. Optimistic Shot is mid-flight sixth. Gap of 2 to Misty Phyllis in seventh. Everyday Ice is eighth. Ninth outside, Princess of Judah. The back markers are Peaceful Warrior Girl and Flamenco Tiger through a 47-second half mile. Optimistic Shot is on a move. Here's Optimistic Shot from sixth up into third and striding to the lead now at the 5/16. Optimistic Shot. And now is in front. Forking into the clear, Appealing Lalibela might pose a stretch danger. Down at the inside in Grace B, back to fourth. Luz Estrella, that's all for Trini Pleasure and Zarabanda. And they're at the top of the stretch. Armio goes to work on Optimistic Shot. He has Appealing Lalibela to deal with on the outside. Appealing Lalibela coming after Optimistic Shot. These two with Appealing Lalibela now doing the better work. Appealing Lalibela and Jonathan Gonzalez edge to a length lead. Optimistic Shot is game, but only second best to Appealing Lalibela. Optimistic Shot second. Peaceful Warrior Girl from a mile back gets third ahead of Grace B and Trini Pleasure.
Favorites run 1-2 in today's 7th race, with number 3 Appealing Lalibela getting the victory under Jonathan Gonzalez for trainer Hubert Pinnock and Dave Minto, the winning owner. 7 Optimistic Shot got first run but had to settle for second ahead of the 2 Peaceful Warrior Girl, who came from way out of it to get up for third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon. It was the feature race of the day, the Soldier's Dancer on the turf at a mile and a 16th. $100,000 the guaranteed purse. Scratch the 10, 11, and 12, a field of 9. Favorite was the 3, Galleon Mast.
Racing in the Soldier's Dancer Stakes. The 2 speeds, both away well, Driven by Thunder and Class and Cash, and it will be Driven by Thunder to lead the way in the run to the first turn. The gray Class and Cash will restrain back and race in second. Down at the inside, that's Tropicat, who saves ground third. Out wide on the course and moving closer, Unbridled Holiday with Yeehaw between. Then out wide goes Salute the Colonel, the gray Galleon Mast. He's favored. He's situated 8th in the early stages, and he's a length better than Zipping, who's last of all through a 25-2 opening quarter speed. Driven by Thunder and Amisael Jaramillo with the Rapoli Silks on leads the way by a length and a quarter from Class and Cash, who races from second. Tropicat is third. Yeehaw is now racing in fourth, out 3 wide on Unbridled Holiday. Then Long Shot till the end. Then at the outside, it's Salute the Colonel ahead of the Galleon Mast, and the trailer remains Zipping, and the leader remains Driven by Thunder. 49-1 for a soft opening half mile, and with the lead, Driven by Thunder, but Class and Cash has relaxed nicely, and he's up to challenge. These two begin to sprint. Tropicat and Panici, he has his hands full. He has a big shot from there, well clear of the others as the favorite Galleon Mast is trying to get underway. He's 4 wide, better than 8 lengths off the lead as they run now to the top of the stretch. Class and Cash and Nick Juarez off the turn with the lead. To the attack second, Tropicat, Driven by Thunder is third, then Galleon Mast and Salute the Colonel. In deep stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go, Class and Cash still has the lead. On the inside, Driven by Thunder. From the back, Galleon Mast begins to motor. Till the end's got a shot. So does Salute the Colonel on the outside. An upset's brewing here. He's 40-1, and he's Salute the Colonel, the Soldier's Dancer winner. Up second was Till the End, and third, Class and Cash, then Galleon Mast and Driven by Thunder.
One of the rare occasions in South Florida where Galleon Mast does not fire his best shot. If you were against him today, you still might have not come up with the winner. He was 40-1, and he was number 8, Salute the Colonel. Gives Leonel Reyes his second winner of the afternoon. Joe Orsino trains the son of Colonel John for owner and breeder Patricia Generazio. Time now for the 9th race, the start of today's late pick 4, 7 furlongs over the main track. An allowance optional claiming event. Price tag here was $16,000. Scratch the 4, Juan and Bina, a field of 6. Favorite was the 1, Front Loaded.
They're off. The big favorite, front-loaded, was away well from the inside. He's being sent hard to try to get forward position with Tell Me a Story moving to challenge. Up on the outside, that's Red Crescent third. Back to fourth is Baba Toby, then Little No Way, and the early trailer is Prince Tito. Down the backstretch they run. Edgard Zayas had to use a lot of that first gear from front-loaded, but he has the lead and leads 3/4 of a length. On the outside, Red Crescent is second. In between horses, Tell Me a Story. He's in a bit of a precarious position. He's now only a half length off the lead, while keyed up between. Gap of another 4 to Little No Way, racing ahead of Prince Tito, and Baba Toby is last. The opening quarter, 22-4 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Front-loaded has the lead. Tell Me a Story's given him no breather. 3 wide. Red Crescent stays with this top 2. In fact, he might be going best of the top 3. Then it's a gap of another 4 to Little No Way ahead of Prince Tito, and the trailer is still Baba Toby. And we have a new leader as Camacho let out a notch on Red Crescent, got a reply and takes the lead. Cutting the corner, front-loaded, not done yet. He's in between horses. His third is Tell Me a Story. He'll have to do better. Little No Way rallying for Jeffrey Sanchez, and they're at the top of the stretch. Red Crescent has the lead, but he has work to do. Far outside, Prince Tito begins to roll. Just inside him, Little No Way as they get to the speed. Here's Prince Tito, let loose on the outside by Jonathan Gonzalez. In between horses, Little No Way, then Red Crescent. Prince Tito in front. Little No Way was second ahead of Red Crescent third and 124 flat.
Too much speed, too soon for the one front-loaded, softened up and run down by a big closer at number 5, Prince Tito. Comes from pretty far back to get the victory. Gives Jonathan Gonzalez his second winner of the day. Gustavo Delgado, the winning trainer for Grupo 7C Racing Stable. 2 Little No Way, second ahead of the 7 Red Crescent, who ran third. To the 10th race now, the start of the late pick 3, a mile and a 16th over the turf. Claimers in for $10,000. Scratch the 10, Midnight Bandit. A field of 9. The favorite was the 3, Tale of Fancy.
And they're off. Good start for Powerline. He's a speed runner, and he's put right on the engine here by Jover Chamafi. On the outside, Spin Cycle comes away second. Captain Kit getting over from the top shelf. It's a Given is at the rail. Road Warrior Max works between horses, then back to Son of Oahu. That's a length and a half back to Tale of Fancy, who's toward the rail third last. Second last, Got Some Mojo, and the trailer is the veteran Starship Zorro. They bend around the first turn with Powerline in front, a length and a quarter. On the outside, Spin Cycle is there second, 2.5 back to It's a Given in third. Captain Kit spotted fourth, about 5 lengths off the lead, 2.5 clear of Road Warrior Max. Tale of Fancy is at the rail, 3 wide, Son of Oahu. Gap of another 3 to Got Some Mojo, and the back marker remains Starship Zorro. 23-2 for a pretty fast opening quarter speed. Powerline won a 47-second half mile and maintains control. The nearest pursuer is Spin Cycle. Racing in third and down at the rail is It's a Given. Following fourth is Captain Kit. In the black and pink, Son of Oahu begins to make progress. 3 wide and on the attack. Tale of Fancy's ridden. He'll have to do better than that. Road Warrior Max is next with Got Some Mojo. Starship Zorro tries to uncork from the back as they round the far turn. With the advantage, Powerline. Spin Cycle takes another run at him. They'll both have to hold off an on-rushing Son of Oahu. From the backs, Got Some Mojo has his mojo working, and they're at the top of the stretch. Powerline turns for home with the lead. Spin Cycle is second. Son of Oahu is third. Down the center, and Got Some Mojo. 1/8 of a mile to go. Powerline trying to get one more furlong. Still leads by 2. On the outside and coming on late is Got Some Mojo. Got Some Mojo at Powerline. Got Some Mojo and Powerline. Got Some Mojo. Miguel Vasquez Got Some Mojo. Got the win at 142-2.
Number 3, Tale of Fancy, just got too far back. He was up against it going into the far turn. The victory goes to number 5, Got Some Mojo, as the gray rolls down the center of the course to get up in the shadow of the wire under Miguel Vasquez. Trainer Peter Walder and owners Walder Racing and Olympia Stables. Second, number 4, Powerline, who ran a great race but had to settle for the runner-up spot. Ahead of the 7, Son of Oahu, had no excuse, but he ran third.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
OBS June, the 2-year-old source. OBS 2-year-old sales grads win at the rate of 2 stakes a week. June Cell graduate Stormy Liberal defeated the world's best in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint. Another June Cell grad, Seeking the Soul, captured the Grade 1 Clark Handicap. The OBS June Sale is your final opportunity to acquire a promising 2-year-old with stakes potential. Undertack previews begin June 7th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for the 11th race, first half of the late daily double. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 1 and 12, a field of 11. Off-time favorites included 6, Peart, and 8, Rethink Me.
They're off and running. Good start from between horses for Peart. On the outside, Rethink Me with her customary early zip toward the inside, Dreaming of Aunt Antle now up to challenge. Far outside, Lisa Mila, 4 across the course. Helen Rose is now 5th. Then it's the Grays, Mucho, Media, and Bun Bun. Out 3 wide, Wiggle It, Jiggle It. 2 lengths back to Miss Casarina. Hold on, Emma's on the far outside. Out the back door early is Perfect Fox. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 22 and 3, contested opening quarter speed. Peart from up between horses puts the neck in front. 3 wide, Rethink Me, Dreaming of Aunt Antle is next. Wiggle It, Jiggle It, gonna try to rally from off the speed at a big number. On the outside, Lisa Mila, widest of all, Helen Rose, 2 back to the rail, and Bun Bun. She's about 6 lengths off the lead, and they're at the top of the stretch. Peart turns for home with the lead. Rethink Me takes another run at her on the outside, second, and Dreaming of Aunt Antle and Bun Bun are next. Peart on the inside, Rethink Me surges to the lead on the outside for Jonathan Gonzalez. Peart battles on, Rethink Me, Peart's coming back, Peart back in front. Rethink Me is back to second. Peart wins. Rethink Me second, Bun Bun third, then Dreaming of Aunt Antle and Miss Casarina.
Number 6, Peart, has a big-time battle inside the final 1/8 of a mile, but the daughter of Badge of Silver shows she has a heart of gold as she gets the victory under Amisai Al Haramil for trainer Ralph Nix and owners Brushy Hill Enterprises, Mark Bozeman, and Mark Pavlivka. Second 8, Rethink Me. Third 3, Bun Bun. 12th and final race on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 6, 13, 14, and 15. Edgard Zayas rides 9, Little Miss May. Favorites included 9, Little Miss May, and 12, Katie's Champ.
And runners away. Good start for Total Treasure in the center with Tumbling Dice showing speed and Lil Miss May on the outside. Moving out the rail, the newcomer Queen Brave wants some forward position as things get a little tight as they round the first turn. Up front and shaking clear is Total Treasure, and Ramsey crossed over to lead by 4. Little Miss May is second, Queen Brave is third, Tumbling Dice is fourth. Katie's Champ is on the outside. Then down at the inside goes My Temple. Monha is out the rail and not happy about it. She's throwing her head around. A half a length in front of her is now is Havana Nights. Then it's a gap of another 3 lengths back to the gray Una Luna. She's dropped better than 12 behind. On her outside is Concord Treasure, and the trayer is Little But Awesome. They make their way through the opening quarter in a suicidal 22 and 4, and with the advantage, it's Total Treasure. Appears to be doing entirely too much too soon, but we'll see here. With half a mile to go, she's in front by 9. Little Miss May is second, Queen Brave toward the rail third. Katie's Champ getting started on the outside. She's now into third. It's a gap of another 2 lengths back to running on Monha. Out wide on the course and not progressing, Havana Nights trying to run home My Temple. One of the other public picks, Una Luna, is still pretty far back here. 2.5 lengths clear of Concord Treasure, and they run to the top of the stretch. Up front, it's Total Treasure. She's lived to tell the tale so far. She leads by 2, but the 2 favorites start to converge. Katie's Champ on the outside and from between horses, Little Miss May, 4 clear of Queen Brave, who's running on 4th. Final 1/8 of a mile, and with the lead now, Katie's Champ overhauls the leader, Total Treasure, who is dead game. Little Miss May between horses, 3 to the finish. Katie's Champ on the outside and from between Little Miss May. It's too close to call. What I can tell you is Total Treasure was 3rd, Una Luna was 4th, and 5th was Havana Nights.
Really tight finish to close the Belmont Day card here at Gulfstream Park. The win goes to 9, Little Miss May, under Edgard Zayas for owner-trainer Steve Claceris. Second was 12, Katie's Champ, but the horse who ran the huge race was the 3rd horse, number 5, Total Treasure. Did all the heavy lifting, went way too fast, kicked on gamely to be beaten a dirty head, while 3rd. We will have a carryover in the Rainbow Six going into tomorrow's program. That carryover more than $400,000.
And that'll do it. A terrific Belmont day here at Gulfstream. Congratulations to the winner of the Soldier's Dancer. And we do it all again tomorrow. 11 races on the Sunday card as this 5-day racing week comes to a close. We're in action with the first race post of 1:15 p.m. Good night, everybody.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.